Hello, Aquarians and cross watchers. Thank you so much for coming by. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. I appreciate you all so much. If you're new here, my name is Jeanette. And if you are new here, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and give me a like if you enjoy this video, you guys. Thank you so much. All right, Aquarius, let's see what's coming in for you, loves. What's going on right now? Do remember, darlings, these messages are general, so only take what fits for your life and leave the rest behind, as you always hear. If you do need something more specific to your situation, my friends, I am offering personal readings at this time, so feel free to email me or hit me up on Facebook, loves, if you're interested, all right? Okay, I'm gonna just shuffle these a couple more. And what am I forgetting? Oh yes, I am going to pull the entire tarot portion of the spread here, loves, and then we're going to talk about it, all right? So feel free to skip ahead if you would like. All right, one more. Let's see what's coming in for Aquarians right now. What's going on? Highlighted energy. Highlighted energy for Aquarians. I think that's okay. We've got the Page of Wands, the Five of Wands, and the Empress here, darling. New information. What does Aquarius need to know at this time? Oh, we have the Ten of Cups here, love. And the Queen of Pentacles. That's nice. Very nice. All right. How to handle and process. Oh, geez, you guys. That's too many. That's just too many. Can we narrow it down, please, Spirit? How to handle, how to process this new information for Aquarians. Thank you, Spirit. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Ascensions moving forward for Aquarius. Ascensions. Ascensions moving forward for Aquarius. Do we get a flipper? No. Ooh, okay. Ascensions moving forward, please, spirits, for Aquarius. All right. Thank you very much. Oh, we got the Devil. And the Tower. Ooh, every time I do a general reading for you guys, that damn devil comes out. Okay, what does Aquarius need to learn? Thank you. Oh, we've got the Lovers, darling, okay? The Lovers is lying in your lesson. With an underlined energy here of the Two of Swords. Whew, as I held up this Two of Swords, I did hear Libra, okay? So that might pertain for some of you. We've got the Empress. That's also a bit of librarian, Libra energy for me. We've got Capricorn, Scorpio, Gemini, and another Capricorn card with this Queen of Pentacles for me, but can signify any earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. All right, loves, let's talk about it. For some of you, you could be battling with a mother here, okay? The Empress is the motherly energy, so this could be your mother. You could be a mother yourself, or a father here, mother or father, right? We all have the masculine and feminine energies, and you could be having some internal conflict here with something that needs to be nurtured from within. Others of you may be dealing with the mother, father of your children, okay? And having these little tiny scuffles. This is like petty drama bullshit, jealousy, a lot of competition in this card, okay? Just people battling all around you, okay? So there could be a lot of battles going on around you if you're the mother, father in a situation, or you're having some sort of internal conflict here, or conflict with a motherly individual, all right? So take it as it fits for you. We do have the Page of Wands here. Page of Wands is a creative energy, also a bit of passion. This could be somebody coming in to offer a spark of passion. This may be causing you some internal conflict here, love, potentially something needing to be nurtured further because there's battles here, all right? If If this is not about a passionate offer from someone coming in to you, Aquarius, then this could be your creative energy, and you could be having these internal struggles and battles because maybe you're not fully nurturing all your creativity, and maybe you're not going forth very quickly with your plans, all right? So whatever it is that you've been planning out, I feel if you are working with a creative energy here, darling, whatever it is that you've been planning, whatever it is that you've been working on, needs to be nurtured. So there's this essence of needing to go forth with your plans and your creativity and your passions. You may be fighting yourself on what it is that you want, what path you want, what here you're going to grow, right? So do take it as it fits for you, loves. But your new information coming in for you, the 10 of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. Now, the 10 of Cups is that this is that love of a family within a home. This is abundance of love within oneself and a family and a home and a connection, all right? You see how beautiful that is. They're all playing and celebrating. The children are there having a great time. So you could, coming in the future, be feeling much more stable in your family life, right? Especially with that Queen of Pentacles, she is that stability. She is a rooted, grounded individual. She's a committed and married individual as well, all right? So you could be, oh gosh, I just got a whole bunch of downloads. So you could be married and trying to stabilize here within the passion and in the home, and something here obviously needing to grow, right? So you could be growing your happiness, you could be growing in stability, and coming in the future, if you're dealing with your creativity, whatever you go towards, if you decide to actually make that decision, right? Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck, which I feel you need to, darling. If you actually make that decision, then coming for you would be ultimate happiness and stability within your home and within yourself. Okay, Queens do talk of selves. You're how to handle and process this newfound happiness, all right? Work towards it. Allow yourself to work towards it here. Okay, this is that hard work. So if you have been having some sort of creative project, Aquarius, that you've been putting off and maybe not nurturing, okay, and there may be a lot of conflict around you. I heard distraction. So some of you, it may be a distraction from conflict around you within your family, okay? But this will stabilize, loves. This will stabilize as long as you nurture and grow, as long as you allow yourself to grow from an essence of creationism and an essence of passion for what's inside of you, right? Something here needing to be nurtured, needing to be allowed to grow, all right? And the way that we grow is we put towards hard work. If you want that ultimate happiness and that stability, hard work is necessary. Hard work is needed. I feel like here you can make this decision to nurture your connections with somebody here with this bit of passion, or your creationism going forward, right? This is either coming into you or coming out from you. I heard passion again. So for some of you, you're the one extending an offer of passion. All right. This may cause somebody else, a motherly energy, a little bit of conflict, darling. All right. But eventually coming in your future, there's a lot of happiness and abundance within that, as long as hard work is put forth. All right, darlings. If hard work is not put forth, all right, the Devil and the Tower. The Tower is this energy of moments coming. These are those things that catch us off guard. When the lightning hits the tower, darlings, I feel like this could be coming in your future regardless, whether you put towards hard work or not. But the more you nurture something and the more hard work you do put in, the less this is going to tear down your tower. Okay, these are those moments that catch you off guard, things that you were not expecting, and they're not pleasant, all right? But the thing about the tower is when it comes, love, that lightning hits and it tears down the foundation because the tower itself wasn't built on a sturdy enough foundation. And with this Devil card, darling, somebody here may have some deep-rooted fears about creationism or a toxicity here, two people being bound together and chained together. This is lack of choice. This is lack of choice. This is there's no other option but to live in this toxicity. It's chained and bound within your life. So something here, if you're dealing with some other person, they could be jealous, they could be a little obsessive or grow obsessive, right? They could also be binding. This is bound by fear, bound by toxicity. Oh God, I heard outside source. Outside source, what's that? Oh, what's that about? Okay, so for some of you, these tower moments are caused by a toxicity within you, loves, maybe something you're putting into your reality, substance abuse, alcohol, drugs, a sex addiction, something of that nature that you've been bound to, and it keeps tearing down your foundation potentially. Hard work is necessary, loves, to break this cycle is what it feels like. This feels like it's something that keeps coming and coming and coming, and every time you almost obtain that stability. You almost obtain this beautiful ending of abundance and happiness in love and in growth. Something here becomes more conflictual for you. You battle yourself potentially and you bring the toxicity right back in. This time really stand strong. Ground yourself, okay? Back to the relationships. Oh my God, I'm getting so many messages, you guys. Please bear with me. Take it as it resonates for you. Again, with the relationships, I feel here somebody is bringing on these tower moments through their toxicity, through their jealousy, manipulation, fear of losing you, Aquarius. Fear of losing you and wanting to be chained and bound, and they're maybe a little bit codependent or obsessed with you, okay? Oh, so do take it as it fits for you, but it's going to tear down your tower. And why? Because that's not the way that we build love, okay? That's not the way we build love. This is having no choice of love. And look at what your lesson is, darling. Your lesson is the Lovers, card of Gemini. This is that soulmate twin flame energy, but it's coming in a lesson for you. I really feel like here somebody's lack of choice is the problem. This coming in your lesson, you need to allow yourself and allow somebody else in your life to freely choose this relationship and freely choose you. All right, or they need to allow you to freely choose them. Okay, but this being your lesson, honey, there's something here that, again, it needs to be nurtured. I feel like if you're just dealing with yourself, darling, this could be the essence of your masculine and feminine energies. Because it's coming in a lesson for you, something is out of alignment, something is not right, it's off balance here, is what it feels like. You may be tearing down your own towers because of this toxicity, right? This could be something that you're bringing into your reality. I heard guilt. For some of you, you may have a lot of guilt or fear, or they have a lot of guilt and fear. Do take it as it fits for you. If you know you have an addiction, sex, a substance, right? Alcohol, something that you've been meaning to kick for a while, something that is completely chained and bound in your life, you are perpetuating this and your tower will fall, darling. Okay, your tower will fall. It's almost like you're bound to the toxicity and you're actually creating your own lack of choice when you freely have a choice to choose something more beautiful for yourself. Okay, definitely needing freedom of choice. Somebody needing to be free to choose something, not being blinded by the choice, not being toxic and bound to it has to be this certain way, right? But can be free to enjoy themselves, their masculine and their feminine energies, or enjoy the other person as a twin flame soulmate energy rather than being stuck with them, is what it feels like, love, okay? Choices, choices, choices. Whew. Let's get you some advice, darlings. It's very different for all of you. Do take it as it resonates, right? But something here, you need hard work to get through this. And it could, again, be with somebody, with your creationism. Some of you may be living in fear and not wanting to go forth with your plans, but you're going to end up tearing down your own tower, darling, by overthinking with that fear and that guilt. I heard last time. So, last time I tried that, it didn't work out. Maybe you might want to give it another shot, or work out those little kinks. you know, in the plan, because the plan may be just a little bit immature, premature. You feel me? So it might just need a little more time, a little more work, a little more open-mindedness, thank you, Spirit, in order to achieve. But happiness and abundance is literally sitting at your doorsteps, darling, and coming right in for you if you nurture it, if you allow it to grow. And again, that requires hard work, love, okay? All right, thank you, Spirit. Advice for Aquarius. What can we say here, Spirit? One more, you guys. Okay. Highlighted advice. We've got solitude. Solitude, and our first major black border cards are majored in this deck. Here with solitude, darling, I feel like there's something that needs to be thought about. And you may need to go within, you may need to be alone to like gather all the information or the pieces, or to complete this cycle by yourself through study, okay? There's something here that's not quite fully being nurtured, okay? And I feel like this could be internal because it's solitude, right? But there's conflict surrounding it. There's conflict surrounding a bit of passion, a passionate offer coming in or going out, or a bit of creationism. There's conflict around it, and it needs to be nurtured rather than being ignored if you wish to achieve that highest happiness here, darling. So really go within. You might want to be completely alone. 9s being completions in the tarot, okay? But this can also be that completion of cycle that we were talking about for a second there, okay? Really needing to allow yourself to, I heard study yourself. That's funny. So allow yourself to go forward. You might want to study yourself a little bit. Study your patterns. If you're the one who maybe has some sort of fear, guilt, maybe you're the one that's jealous in this, obsessed, codependent, or you've got those sex issues or those substance abuse issues, whatever that is for you. I heard food. Some of you could be food, right? Whatever that addiction is, whatever that toxicity is for you, loves, needing to really go deep within, be alone to find out why, to really dig deep and go completely within to figure out what this is and why this is here, and work hard to get that out of your reality, darling, because if you notice, that guy keeps coming back. I heard Capricorn. So for some of you, you're just dealing with a Capricorn, right? And if that... Dang it. Sorry, guys. That happens like every time I record like this. It is becoming fiercely annoying. Anyway, okay. So, yeah, we were talking about this solitude. Yes. So some of you need to go within, right? Be alone so you can figure things out, figure out what needs to be nurtured, okay? Oi, all right, Les. So, new information. What does Aquarius need to know? At this time, we have fulfillment of wishes. Yeah, and victory and success. So, look at this. You've got another 9 and you've got a 6. So, 6s are balance, love. So really finding balance in the completion of a cycle if you allow yourself to go there, darling. Having a lot of emotion and having a lot of fulfillment of emotion here, darling. Literally coming in your future, what you need to know is you have an opportunity here to feel abundant, victorious, like all of your wishes have been fulfilled, like you're stable within yourself, within a commitment, potentially for some of you, and feeling very victorious. You have this coming, okay? The problem is where is it gonna head? Where is it going to head, right? Look where it's headed. You're going to feel this abundance, this success, this happiness, growth, stability. But if you do not nurture, if you do not put in that hard work necessary, and this could be hard work of self, right? If we don't put in that hard work, darlings, going forward, things might fall apart a little bit. I'm just going to be honest, because there needs to be a freedom of choice. And there's not a freedom of choice. Somebody is bound and locked in to something that is not benefiting them. All right, so do decide what that is for you, but you need freedom of choice. That is very clear here. Somebody needs freedom of choice. And if this freedom of choice is not nurtured, worked on, if this is not grown, right? Grown through passion, through creationism, through its infancy, starting in the very beginning stages, right? If it's not, then going forward, this will deplete. I mean, literally, this will deplete, loves. I'm promising you that, because going forward, you've got the Tower and the Devil, right? So if you want to live in this energy, live in this energy. Don't stop yourself. Allow yourself to be successful in what you're growing. Allow yourself to accept somebody's little passionate offer, and nurture what you feel on the inside will bring you happiness and stability and abundance. Now, if you trust somebody and you accept their wand, right, and their passion, if you're dealing with somebody, and you grow and nurture something within the connection, I heard conflicts, even though maybe potentially you've had past conflicts with them, you'll feel happy for a little while, but eventually the toxicity will come out. The jealousy, the codependency, the obsession, and the freedom of choice will deplete. All right? So do remember that going forward. All right, darlings? How to handle and process this new information. How to handle and process for Aquarius. How to handle and you guys, that's way too many. I'm going to take the one that's flipped over here. We've got material harvest. And I'm going to see if we can put these back. Let's give a shuffle. See what pops out. See if we could get one more. How to handle, how to process. One more card, please, spirits. How to handle, how to process for Aquarius. We've got movement, choices, decisions, darling. Yes, yes, yes. You have another 9. A cycle here needs to be complete. I feel like the more you nurture yourself, the more you nurture a connection the proper way with somebody, and the more you nurture your creative essence and your creative spark, darlings, the more you're going to feel complete. All right? But you have to make this choice. Red border cards are all base chakra, root chakra energy. So we're talking physical world. We're talking about survival. We're talking about what you have to do in this 3D realm. And if you put hard work into what it is that's being created, whether that's alone or with somebody, loves, right? You're going to have a material harvest. And you're going to move forward with some beautiful things, I feel, as long as you allow yourself to move forward with this essence of victory and fulfillment of wishes, the stability from the Queen, and of course this ultimate abundance of love within a home and a family and yourself. If you keep that in mind as you move forward, making that decision, hold that in mind, darling, then going forward you're going to do just fine. It's when this doesn't occur that we get the Devil and the Tower, all right? Okay, I hope this is making sense for you all. Ascension's moving forward. Ascension's moving forward for Aquarius. All right, darlings, we have moving on. That's a 6, another 6 left. And you've got this 8 here with 7 and 1 and hope. There's hope. There is hope, darling. Hope to have victory. Hope to have a fulfillment of wishes. Hope here to complete a cycle. But you've got to make the choice to move on away from this toxicity. Okay? Now, if it's somebody else's toxicity and they want to be bound and trapped and to you, right? Maybe you could try nurturing the connection more. This person might just feel like you're going to bounce out for some reason because they've got issues within their mind, all right? So you might just need to nurture the passionate side of the connection a little more. And get past those petty little bullshitty conflicts, right? In order to have that happiness. Because there is hope here, love, no matter what, no, I was going to say no matter what decision, no matter what situation you're in, darlings. This is talking about your cycles, but there's hope for completion here. You've got to move on. You've got to move on from some sort of toxicity. And allow yourself to put forth hard work into fulfilling your wishes and into fulfilling this love, right? If it is somebody else's toxicity and you try to nurture it, you may need to move on from the connection, because it might be one of those connections that leaves you feeling so bound to them that it lacks your freedom of choice. And every time you may be getting comfortable and feeling all great, there's a tower moment that crashes everything down, right? So for some of you, it is about finding your own personal balance through moving on. For some of you. But I feel for the majority, allowing yourself to make the choice to move on towards hope, leaving the devil behind. All right, babies, do take it as it fits for you. And the lesson, what is the lesson? Lesson, let's see if we could get one more. The lesson that Aquarius needs to learn at this time. All right, darlings, we have obstacles and challenges lying at the bottom of the deck. And your lessons, destiny here, darling. Something needs to die in order to move on to your true destiny and positive movement forward. But this positive movement forward is lying in a lesson, and it's part of your cycles. Okay, so really allow yourself to complete a cycle. I'm going to do a video on how to complete a cycle, because I feel like when we say that as light workers, tarot readers, or anything really, I think the majority of people do not understand what that means. I'm going to tell you, Aquarius, that is, you have to feel the pain of a situation. You have to feel it. You have to allow yourself to grow from it. You've got to analyze it. You've got to go within and do some study here, darling. This is how you complete a cycle. And then this is the hardest part for people. Okay, completing the cycle, you do so much work and then it goes back, almost like the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it feels like, okay? And why is that? Because most people only get so far. Sorry, I knocked down your destiny. Huh? Most people only get so far because they don't understand the last crucial step in completing a cycle, which is you feel the pain, you feel the awkward, you grow from the lesson. You have to study and find out what the lesson is. And then you ready for the hardest part? You got to move on. You got to move on. That means leaving the past behind. That means accepting your part in what has occurred. Accepting it, forgiving the other person, forgiving yourself, and moving on. And that is literally the hardest part about completing a cycle. And I think when most people say, you got to complete the cycle, I feel like the other half of the spectrum doesn't really understand how to do that, okay? And so to complete a cycle, you've got to allow yourself to leave the past in the past. You've got to cut ties with those old feelings. You've got to cut ties with toxicity. And you've got to get past this fear, this guilt from the past, all of these chained and bound energies. Now, if somebody around you is incredibly jealous and wants to be bound and trapped and stuck to you every minute of the day, they're not giving you the freedom of the choice that you require. All right, loves? And this is what real love is about. Love is not about this. It's not about now you're my property, now we stay together, now we're going to, we're going to do happy. We're going to do happy now. Ha, 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 ha. Here's the devil. No, that's not what true love is. True love is freedom of choice, freedom to love each other. Okay, not being stuck together or stuck in a cycle together. Needing to allow it to complete and move on forward in a positive manner. Right, darlings? So freedom of choice. That's really what this is about. Really, really what this is about, darlings. You gotta complete a cycle and move on. And now if this is somebody else's, like I said, toxicity, and they're bound to you, that's their cycle. All right, love. And you can nurture them, and you can nurture the connection, which may help them feel a little more stable within it and create a little less conflict and a little more happiness if they know and they understand that you're truly committed to them and you're truly committed to your grounding and your happiness with them. All right, if that's for you, if you're in that category. But you cannot force people to complete a cycle. You cannot force them to feel the pain and move on from it. Most people feel the pain and then they get stuck in the pain. And then it breeds fear and it breeds guilt and nobody forgives. And then the devil's back again. And that's just not a healthy relationship, love. You need freedom of choice. Something needs to die here. Lying in your lesson, you have destiny. Something needing to die with this 10. I feel like, loves, I'm not going to tell you whether it's your destiny to be with somebody or not, but it is your destiny to get over some things and complete a cycle, or to allow some toxic behavior that may potentially be on your end to die, darling. So if you know that you have an addiction, affliction, jealousy issues on your end, anything like that, darlings, really dive deep inside yourself. Try to figure out why you can't live without that substance. What is it about that addiction? Or what is it about the affliction? Why are you so afraid to let this person go and be free to choose you, right? Why are you so afraid? Do you think that if you gave them freedom of choice that they wouldn't choose you? I think you'd find different, darling. Allow something to die. It is your destiny to allow yourself to move forward from something here left, okay? I heard now is the time. Now is the time to move on positively away from negativity, darlings, and onto a better path. But these two lying in your lesson, it's like you've closed your eyes. You know, it's like you closed your eyes to either the alignment within yourself or the fact that love is supposed to be freedom. This is real love. This is a blessed union of two souls meant to be together, who choose each other because of that love. And there's nothing that can break this bond. All right, darlings? And this is so incredibly important. This freedom of choice is so incredibly important. Some of you may have a difficulty making a choice or going forward, completing a cycle, right? Because of this blinded energy. Oh, underneath this here at the bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess, love. Okay, so having a little bit more knowledge, having a little bit more insight potentially to take the blindfold off and really make the decision that's going to lead you to your true happiness. To your true happiness, all right? Underneath that, right at the bottom of the deck, we have that Obstacles and Challenges card. 5s meaning changes, love. Something here needs to change. Somebody may be causing obstacles and challenges around you because of their insecurities and their wanting to be bound to you, or maybe their personal demons, right? Addictions, afflictions, yada, yada. All right, love. But there needs to be a change. There needs to be a change so that a cycle can complete. This is, I feel, a way of thinking. Now, again, if this is somebody else's toxicity, you really cannot force them to think the way you think. And you certainly can't force them to close out their own cycles, to forgive, to do this or that. It's really foundations and achievements. It's really on them to make that choice, to take that first step. All right? You can guide them. You can nurture them. You can help them grow, love, but you cannot force them to grow. You cannot force them to grow. All right? So So when you go deep within and you figure out some key points about completing cycles, you can share what you've learned with this person, if you are dealing with a person, so that they understand the process a little better and maybe they can go forth within themselves, right? But again, you can't force them. So obstacles and challenges may lie ahead due to somebody else's lack or completion of a cycle. Do keep that in mind. Again, something needing to change. So if you know that this is your toxicity or this is your cycle, love, do what you can to allow yourself to move positively forward. Literally, you have to make that choice to leave the devil behind. Okay, babies, this will complete your cycle. Okay, if some of you are lost and bound in a cycle of addictions, break free here. I know it's not easy to make the choice to move positively forward away from drugs or away from alcohol, away from whatever the hell that is, sex, drugs, rock and roll. You feel me, you guys? But it's your destiny to do so, and it's about time you open your eyes, I feel, and cut that out because it's not serving you. I mean, every time you get comfortable and happy and you feel a little stable, this addiction or this affliction comes back, this fear, this guilt, whatever, and it tears down what you've been building, and then you have to start all over. Don't allow yourself to do that this time. Allow yourself to move positively forward. All right, darlings, I hope that helps. Please make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And I appreciate you all so much for coming by. I really hope that helps you get some guidance here, Les. Do take care out there in the world and stay safe, okay? Peace, love, light to you, always, my